All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who I learned this truth from. And peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, back at it with another spiritual observation, man. I came across this article concerning the U.S. sailors jumping off the damn ship, man. Now, I don't know how true this is. Of course, we circumspect, man, and we filter what's going on through the scriptures, man, through our spiritual lenses, man. But I'll let this play, and then we'll bring out some precepts concerning what's going on here. But this is the signs of the times, and this is the mental state of the so-called Americans, man, and it's only going to get worse.
There are desperate conditions that have led U.S. sailors to attempt to unalive themselves by jumping off the boats.
And truth be told, I can't confirm or deny once again if this is even true. I will say, who the hell jumping off a ship but some Gen Z or the generation after that, man? Because if you are a sailor, you got to know that this is your motherfucking job, dog. Ain't that's what y'all do? Don't y'all suppose if it's wartime? Won't you? There's no telling how long you're going to be out on the sea during a time of war, and technically this is a time of war. What the hell are y'all complaining about? You see, that's what my brothers are going to teach y'all time and time again. If you're not about that life, you stay the hell out of Esau Edom's military, bro. All right, if you're not about that life, because this everybody's getting exposed. You see, they've been having this time of just chilling and receiving, these benefits from being in the military, but don't really want to do shit. There ain't nothing but them young children that can't, them fucking TikTok generation fucking sailors trying to jump off the damn ship. Because that's a part of your job, bro. I wasn't in the fucking Navy. I don't know how it works, but I know they be on them damn ships for a long time. Ain't that's what y'all do? It's only been 6 months, yo. Hey, make no mistake about it. Or 9 months, he said. Make no mistake about it. That's a long time, but it's still your job. You're a sailor, dude. That's what y'all do. Don't y'all train to be on that fucking ship for extended amounts of time? Good gracious, man. So that's a whole nother issue, man. The new generation not wanting to go fight this World War III that's coming, which is going to lead to a military draft through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. It's all coming to light now.
Overboarding is what they call it. Put it up for a mass. This is a hell of a story. Sailors aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln have tried to jump overboard during an extended deployment in the Middle East. Their families have reported this. Food and supply shortages combined with indefinite extensions of their deployment are causing serious mental health issues.
And again, man, I've been out there I was in the Army, man. For as what we know, when we were deploying and throughout history, we think that the Marines get treated the worst out of any branch in the military when it comes to their provisions, man. Their living conditions are always fucked up. Same thing with the Army. It's just a little bit better. I think probably the Air Force is probably the best place to be. But this, I'm not saying that it's right, but it really is part of being in the military, especially during a time of conflict, man. And it's starting to be exposed how weak the Americans are. Like, are y'all even getting shot at? What the hell is really going on that boat? Again, I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the Navy and how they operate. I'm sure they're not like taking fucking small arms fire, like, and having to get down in the bush because you're out on the damn sea. So what the hell are they doing out there besides on that boat? Yeah, it'll drive you crazy. But think about some of our brothers and sisters that have been in prison for many years, man, who have done solitary confinement. It's motherfucking Jake on this earth, boy, that did solitary confinement for years. Okay, they're freaking out on a fucking ship, man. Yeah, now I'm telling you that the living conditions probably are fucked up, but that's also part of being in the military. All right, which is why we will teach you not to go. All right, you know what I mean? But man's going to the Lord.
The crew is in its 9th month at sea.
9 months.
Has spent 250 days consecutively without making land, a record for an aircraft carrier in modern times. Annabelle Loma, the wife of a sailor serving on the Abraham Lincoln, told the publication her husband is now on medical hold after trying to jump from the carrier. Quote, he's scared,
Oh my
Loma
God.
said. Another quote,
You hear this shit, man? He's scared. Oh, you gotta go. Oh, you gotta go. This the spirit of the Americans, bro. This nigga been in the fucking Navy for 13 years, yo. Talking about you scared. You scared of what, boy? I thought you gotta go. This is what's getting ready to happen, man. See, hey man, I ain't trying to boast, but hey man, it's going to the Lord. Hey, the Lord's with us. We signed up in the middle of that Iraq war, boy. 17 years old, 18, and we did it, willingly, jumping out of planes, all that shit. Really, really in the trenches with it. These motherfuckers are some straight punks, and that's what's getting ready to be exposed about Mystery Babylon, how fragile y'all are. You see, Esau Edom done used up his real soldiers, his real warriors, his real sailors, and all you got left is a bunch of beat down, battered veterans, and then you got a bunch of kids that are TikTok generation, man. They don't want to do this shit. They don't want to fight, and it's understandable, man. There's no true reason to be fighting this war, and we're gonna bring these precepts out, which is gonna cause all this division upon the earth. This is what the Lord has revealed unto his servants, the prophets, the signs of the times, man, especially concerning Mystery Babylon the Great, which is the so-called United States of America.
he thinks he'll get a dishonorable discharge just because he was burnt out. His 13-year career is ruined just like that. End quote. Maria Rodriguez, another sailor's wife, says that her husband prevented another man from jumping overboard. Rodriguez told the Military Times her husband held the shipmate's arms and hauled them onto the deck with 3 other sailors, eventually running to help.
So they're bugging out, man. Now we dealt with that during the whole Iraq-Afghanistan war, Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, and it later turned into Operation New Dawn. I was a part of that as well. Oh yeah, suicide was sky high. Oh yeah, domestic violence was sky high. And just violence was sky high. When we get back, it's going down, man. Now you're not going to hear that make the mainstream news, man. They really kind of kept it under wraps, but it was so many military people who committed suicide because of all this bullshit that is the goings of the wicked, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. It'll make your head spin. So that's exactly what's going on now, man. All right, people they can't take it. They can't take what Esau Edom is doing, which is going to lead them to rebel against authority. And you see it building up, man. They're like, no way, no way. If you go back and look at the Vietnam War, it was an effing mess. You had a lot of people who was against that war. So the spirit of division was very, very high during Vietnam. They got a documentary right here on YouTube, CNN maybe, when they do an interview with soldiers on the plane headed towards Vietnam, and then at the end of it they do another part where they got on the plane with soldiers coming back, and you all to see how effed up they look and how different it is from people getting ready to go and the motherfuckers that's coming back from it. They look completely different. It's crazy. Check it out. But this is the signs of the times, man. This is the end of this wicked man's rulership, man, and he's doing it to himself. He's I don't want to say that.
Now, let me say this before we continue. Obviously, this means morale is low. Morale is lower than low. The word for what's happening is clinical. It's clinical.
And I'll let it play. But like he's saying, man, that's not just the morale is low for those sailors that's on that deployment. Morale is low in Mystery Babylon the Great, period. You know what I mean? The people are fed up because that mirth, that folly isn't readily available like it used to be, because the Lord is pouring out his spirit upon all flesh. It's time to go to war. Man's going to the Lord. You want to sit here and watch Netflix year after year. Of course you don't want to go to the war. Who does? But man's going to the Lord. This is what we have been taught.
The reality is we have a military operated, governed, controlled by individuals who could care less about the state of mind of those soldiers.
Esau Edom.
That not only puts that soldier or those soldiers in danger, it puts everybody around them in danger. And obviously, whatever the goal or goals may be of the United States military, you cannot execute those goals when you have a military personnel who would prefer to jump overboard than to stand ready because they're not prepared. They're not prepared mentally. They're not prepared physically. They're not supported with the basic needs for their own humanity, such as food.
So what's that mean? This coming World War ain't gonna be nothing but a sacrifice. And you know what I mean? That's all Esau Edom is doing. That's all he want to do on the left hand side. You know they deal with that. How much great is the war provide all that bloodshed, man? You know they deal with that. So they want those wars. It ain't just about making money. See, there's a real dark, sinister side to war, right? All that bloodshed, man. Yes, these niggas, are worshiping, demons and deities, man, on the left hand side, man. Okay, so they need that type of bloodshed. This is gonna be a great sacrifice for Esau Edom to try to, get some type of power placed upon him, so he could try to take over the world and put that mark of the beast out there, man. All right, but the Lord, you already know what's going to happen, man. Malak Yahweh Shai is going to intervene, and he's intervening now through his servants, the prophets, by saying these things.
Rest. Worried families vented their anxieties about loved ones on board the Lincoln at an emotional town hall meeting with Navy leaders in San Diego last Thursday. Stars and Stripes reported this. One spouse among the 200 or so family members said that her husband had texted her that day saying, quote, he hopes he doesn't wake up tomorrow, end quote. How sad is that?
God.
Families' worries are expressed directly to Navy leadership, represented at the town hall by the acting Navy secretary and other top officials. A woman at the meeting told the acting Navy secretary that the Navy had, quote, broken trust between us and the leadership, the paper reported.
So two things going on. The wickedness of Esau Edom is being exposed, which means, that bad leadership, but it's also being exposed how much of a punk these people are. They're a bunch of punks. You know what I'm saying? They scared. They ain't trying to fight shit, but want to front though. You want to wear a uniform like you a sailor. You know what I'm saying? You want to wear a uniform like you a Marine, like you a soldier. Now you ain't gonna hear too many Marine complain about it. They be brainwashing them motherfuckers on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want to wear these uniforms and shit, especially the women, man, who want to have these positions, usurping authority over men. Watch them get exposed, man. It's gonna be a lot of them complaining, especially when they trickle down to the army, when they get boots on the ground and they start making these deployments for real, these big movements. Oh yeah, and all these women gotta go to this place. See, they was used to kind of going to Iraq because we kind of cleared it out. It was kind of cleared out in some areas, so it was nothing for a bitch to go over there and go to fucking hip hop night and salsa night. Oh yeah, they had hip hop in the green zone. We call it the green zone, man. You know what I mean? Fucking hip hop night and shit like that. They wasn't doing a damn thing. Don't let them women, them so-called black and Latina girls, unless they was a fucking medic or something like that, don't let them girls front just because they been down range and act like they was in that bitch kicking indoors and shit. Oh no, they was in hip hop night and salsa night. Oh, we know.
One parent said during that meeting, their sailor had told them they thought they would die on the ship, according to the outlet. Multiple families have reported similar instances, according to Navy Times. The Navy has denied that any of the sailors are, one.
I'm sorry I have to keep stopping it, but of course, dude, think about like you wanted to join the Navy. I saw how cramped up that nigga. You're right. It's terrible living conditions. Even if y'all had the best of the best, dude, it's like a moving damn prison, dude. Like for real, them big ass, heavy ass concrete solid doors that they got in that damn ship and shit like that, man, where they sleep at, how cramped. It looked just like a damn jail cell. You the one that signed up for the damn Navy, dummy. Now you stuck on that ship, that moving prison, and then want to complain. Jump, and see how that work out for you. Where you gonna go? The sharks is gonna get you. All right, you're gonna drown. You don't have the energy. All right, to swim across that whole what's the point of jumping, yo? That shows you the mentality of everybody. It's only going to get worse. It's going to be people who called to that draft going to unalive themselves, man. Shit like that. It's going to be a lot of unaliving people's selves here pretty soon, man. Thus saith Yahweh Shema Shah. These are the signs of the times. I mean, I'm pretty
to unalive themselves. Once again, deny and deflect. Quote, the health and well-being of every sailor aboard Abraham Lincoln is a priority, end quote, in the statement. So they want us to believe their press secretary rather than the good men and women in uniform or their immediate family members. They would rather, we believe, a press quote than the actual testimony and experiences of those who are going through this. Mike Levin, a Democratic member of the United States Congress from California, has sounded the alarm over conditions on board the warship, which is in its 5th month of combat operations against Iran, a war that's illegal and never should have been started. He described the lot of the crew on the X as moldy showers, broken toilets, laundry down for weeks, long stretches with no hot water, a meal that came down to half a cup of rice and 2 tortillas. No soap, no deodorant, no toothpaste.
Lord.
For these men and women. Text messages shared with Midas Touch, my family member, of a service member currently deployed aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln, paint a bleak picture of a daily life on board. Quote, "Why isn't there milk?" the family member asked in one exchange. The sailor explained that the ship...
It's so childish. Like, who are these parents? Like what the fuck is going on? Seriously, who the fuck are these parents to be fucking asking man, fuck that. Now, let me be like fair. They do treat and this is what the whole point of what we be saying. They treat their own people like shit, man. But they are acting like a bunch of punks. Like, nigga, like, you know, as far as like their parent, like, who the man? What is that? What y'all gonna do? Not a goddamn thing. I guarantee you. So, it's just, I'm done, man. Y'all can check that out. I'm done. Get to these precepts, man. Y'all get it. The sailors are trying to unalive themselves, man, because they're not getting adequate provisions, man. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, which right now is they're not. It's supposed to be Yahweh Shema Hawashah, the nation of Israel, ruling. Right now, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is ruling. So the people rejoice. But when the wicked, Esau Edom, beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's what you're experiencing right now via that news article. But there's thousands of situations happening on this earth in real time in which the inhabitants here in Mystery Babylon the Great, the so-called USA, they're complaining left and right. This is the signs of the times, man, because the people are starting to see that the way that they're ruling isn't beneficial to their well-being. So they're pissed the hell off, and it's only going to get worse, man. You ain't seen the spirit of violence or the spirit of revolt rise up on these people. It will happen right now. They're weakened, or but the Lord is going to pour his spirit out for them to get busy. Why Esau Edom punk ass, I'm talking about the low level Edomites down here with us, why they too busy trying to hang us in trees and too busy still pointing their damn fingers at us, man. You just wait till this chaos happens, man. And the Lord set Egyptian against Egyptian, man. That's gonna happen. Edomite against Edomite. The Lord say he came to bring a sword, not peace. So just stand by. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. We told you who the wicked man is, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is it? If it ain't this man doing all this crazy shit that has been exposed, then who and where is the guy at, man? We're telling you his headquarters is here, all right? Mystery Babylon the Great, and he's in everybody's business but his own. As you see, you see how they had, come on, man, they got forward bases and all that shit, all the aircraft, all them billions and billions of dollars y'all have for all this equipment. Y'all can't do. I know about airdrop and shit. You can do any type of thing to get some type of bro. We motherfucker, we done drop tanks and all type of shit in Iraq, bro. Like from the sky. You understand me? From the sky. Tanks and shit. You tell me you can't get no provisions out there to that fucking ship. Esau Edom is full of it, man. This is by design. All right. From Yahweh Hashem Hawashah to put that spirit of division upon the earth, man. So that's just what you're experiencing. Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra. Straight to the point. Chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men. I think I got that word sedition in the Edom. No, I get it right quick. I think I had it. This is sedition. It says rebellion rebellion, uprising, revolt, factitious commotion in the state. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be these factions and these groups and these people that get together and just cause come with that spirit of uprising. Ultimately, the people are going to uprise against authority. They're going to uprise against military leadership, and etc. These are the signs of the times, man, and it is rightfully so. Because Esau Edom is the wicked in which the Bible describes, man, and it ain't right what he's doing. And it's being exposed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. So go up to verse 14. Woe, that means destruction to the world and them that dwell therein, man. For the sword, that's division, war, because the Lord said he came to bring that, and their destruction draweth nigh. So it's coming very, very fast, very close. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. All right, back to 16. For there shall be sedition. And we got that definition of rebellion or uprising among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes. And we went into that. That's any type of leadership. Okay, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power, and we're about to see all the action that they take because they're not going to regard their kings or princes, man. All right. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. There's going to be draconian like measures. It's going to be war. You're not going to be able to just hop on a flight from here to there, man. All right. Martial law might be in place, all type of shit. Okay. So you're not going to be able to travel like you can now. So it'll behoove you to hide yourself in the name of Yahweh Shema Hawashah in the mercies of the Lord. The Lord said, if you love him, feed his sheep, keep his commandments. Man, we teach these things and make it plain upon tables because it's getting ready to go down. All right, a couple more precepts. I think I got 2 more or 3 more. That was 2nd Ezra. Going to the book of Habakkuk. Chapter 2 and verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressive by wine, not only physical wine, but actually doctrine, philosophy, man. Talking about, Esau Edom and everybody that follow, this man's behavior. He is a proud man, Esau Edom, and everybody that follows his behavior. Lord taught us pride go before destruction. This dude is very, very proud. He think he can do whatever he want because the Lord blessed him with that sword, and it went to his head. All right. Neither keepeth that home. What's that mean? That means he's always invading places. That means he got military bases everywhere. That means that he provides aid to everybody else except his own people. The Americans are very pissed off. And guess what? They're only going to get more pissed off. All right, because he's not a keeper at home. He's not minding his damn business, man. He's not concerned about, the true welfare of the people. He will, however, build $1 billion fucking stadium in Nevada. However, or in Atlanta, that Mercedes Stadium and shit like that for folly. But when it comes to actually taking care of the homeless, taking care of, the children and shit like that, Esau Edom can't do it because this is the wicked man that the Lord said was wicked. And now we can see it. Everybody's actually starting to see down the prophets. This got to be this wicked man that the prophet said, man, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shema Shah, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. So Esau Edom, starting with the elite banking families, they have it all, man. They have it all. They have more than enough, but they are not satisfied, man. They got enough money, you understand me, to give $1 million to everybody. I'm talking about the elites, man. They got enough money to give $1 million to everybody on this raggedy country, man. You know what I'm saying? In this raggedy country. But he cannot be satisfied. That's not enough. He want to microchip everybody. He want to be like the Most High. He want to be like Yahweh Hashem Hawashah. All right, know what's going on. Be able to give you, resources when he want. Control the weather. All that. Unalive you if need be. All these things he want to do. He can't be satisfied with what the Lord gave him. All right, but gather unto him all nations. There it is again. Look at this place, the melting pot of these nations, and how Esau Edom is always in everybody's business. He gathered all these people for himself and heapeth unto him all people. So that's what's going on in Mystery Babylon the Great. This melting pot of nations and ideology, man. You don't know what the hell is going on. This is a place of confusion. Whose land is this? It ain't the so-called Asian man land. It ain't this. Okay? It ain't okay. It ain't the so-called white man land. Whose land are we on, right? This is stolen land, man. This is Esau Edom not being a keeper at home. This is what the Lord has revealed unto his servants, the prophets. Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra. Got one more after this, and then we out. 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 33. And it reads, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms, man. That's husbands, man. Why? The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Why? Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Why? In the wars, the Lord said this would be signs of the times. There should be wars and rumors of wars, man. In the wars, and the big World War III is starting to be builded up because this nigga Esau Edom is not a keeper at home, and he's poking the hornet's nest. Dog, if you stay circumspect. Last time DT was in office, he was going at it with Korea, Russia. He's poking all these different nations, man. Your boy DT had shot some missiles already. If you go back and remember how quickly we forget. Remember, he had unalived that prominent figure. I forgot who the hell he was, but Trump sent the, hit and unalived that guy. There will be a recompense for that shit, man. They will, get down on Mystery Babylon the Great. And that going into the Third World War, man. The third woe. In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, because a lot of these guys over here that Eve loves so much, they're going to perish because of the wars. Not just the war in the Middle East, but the wars that'll happen right here in Mystery Babylon the Great, or wherever we're scattered at. It's going to go down all throughout planet Earth. But this is the headquarters of that chaos, man. In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. The Lord promised that via his word, that it's going to be a famine of hearing the word, also a famine of food, man. So prepare for that by calling upon Yahweh Shem Awashah. And I'll leave this in the spirit of hope, something positive for us, what we need to be doing now that we see all these things coming to pass. For whosoever will Salakia. This is Luke 21 and verse 36. Watch ye therefore. So the Lord got his watchmen out there. All you got to do is be fed, They're going to do their job through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. So we're watching these things, man. So we got to watch. That's pretty much a commandment. It's a requirement for us to watch. Or if you're not an actual watchman, listen to the watchman. All right. Watch ye therefore and pray. Two things. Got to be watching. Got to be praying, man. Combine those. That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So there it is, man. We got to be circumspect on that watchtower and praying to Yahweh Shem Shah that we're worthy to escape a famine. We're worthy to escape the missile fire, the sword, pestilences, etc. All right. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, glory, and fear again to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Hey, Jake, repent. The name of the Lord is Yahweh. His only begotten Son name is Yahushua. The mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. We are commanded not to take it, making it plain upon tables in 2026. Hey, Shalom.